Hello ladies and gents, Jarath here. Today we'll be heading inside one of the Divinecraft dungeons, 8 chaotic formations. Before we head inside, I'll just check out this signpost here, see what it says. Oh, the nightmare begins. That's comforting. So let's open up the map and see where we are. So we're in the Jadewood Court, just directly south of the Kaifeng city and its entrance. And if you travel along the rivers, you'll see that circular area. We're just south of it. But Grand Canal boundary point, you can head south of there, or north or southeast, or Dreamfall. So let's take a look inside, shall we? Oh, I think we know what to do there. And it's Maui time! Oh, this feels ominous. Just at the end of the hall, that screams trap. Yeah, and even the signposts left by other players say it's a trap for sure. If you check out top left, it looks like we need 9 chests and 1 final chest. Oh, that roof does not look friendly, does it? Look at all those spikes. It's obviously designed to come down. Ooh, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw the spikes at the last second. Yeah, when you go through there, obviously pop slow time with the bow. This looks even worse. So we've obviously got a choice here to turn it all off. Hopefully it turns this off, not the wall behind us. Okay, let's try and run through. The problem here is that contraption doesn't turn off the spikes. Yep, one shot at the spikes. So let's try this again, shall we? Alright, so hug the wall, obviously. There is a gap in the middle of these spike traps, so let's try and go through there. So if we go this way, there's a chest down the end near all the cogs. We head down here. Wow, of course there had to be spikes on the floor. Looks like a sea of spikes actually. So just keep an eye out for the cues to basically quick jump. There's a few swords embedded into the walls where you can hit G if you're on PC to basically almost automatically teleport to them. And staying on these platforms for too long will kill you too. They fall down straight away. So there's another chest, and there's one of those golden Zeng bells that you can hit with your sword, and then over there that ring will light up and you need to use Meridian's touch. But from here it's too far away, so you need to make your way around and go from there. So yeah, this other platform has one of those targeted golden Zengs. So this thing can be turned clockwise or counterclockwise, or even lift it up or lift it down. But here we want to still keep it directed at that ring. So with these targeted golden Zengs, you can't actually jump and strike them. They're just like a carrier. So you have to strike the other one and let this one sort of carry the sound waves through this ring. So we need that Zeng targeted one pointed this way anyway. So if we try to use Meridian's touch now, because that ring's not lit up, it won't work. So jumping across those platforms that fell down, they're down now, obviously can't get back so easy unless I try and jump and then teleport jump while I'm in the air. See that one where you can press G to the left? There's that sword that's in the wall. But the actual real solution here is just to use your bow, is the easiest way to hit the bell that you cross at the start of this room, and then turn around and use Meridian's touch and pull the loop. But here I think I just died and then went back to the start and then struck the bell on the way through, and these platforms sort of respawned. So at least with the golden Zeng, it leaves us enough time to get across those platforms. Use Meridian's touch and go through both doors. Now, once you complete an area, it opens up another door. As we head down this door, there's a chest to the left. Hit that one, turn around for a nice surprise of fire. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So you've got to get the timing right, obviously, but in this video I'll show you how it's not done. And how you can look like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. And of course there's more. And at this point I kind of just gave up and just tried to dash my way through it. It sort of worked, but not without copping a hit to the face again. So another chest, and as we turn around, guess what? More fire. But this one, you can actually crouch and duck half of it on the left hand side. And of course the ones on the right hand side, you have to still time it right. Actually looks like you can do it without crouching, but yeah, it sort of blocks your vision for the next one based off the camera angle. Okay, now that we're done with the fire, we just need to fall through the floor here. So there's no other way to get through, so you have to jump down. So we've got another chest on the right hand side here. So we've got more of those golden Zengs here to use in this room, and more of those targeted ones as well. So you have to figure out which way to face them to face the rings. So this bell here, you're going to want to flick it in that direction. So and here you can actually see the sound waves carrying. So it carried over to the other one, but I had this one round the wrong way. So let's face it towards the door or the ring and then try again. So it carries over, but it looks like the bell needs to be lifted in this case. So let's try that and see how we go. And there we go. So Meridian's touch, get close enough and unlock it. And on to the next section. Now this next room, same thing with the bells, but it's a little bit more complicated. So there's a room in the middle of this room where there's a bell inside of it, and you need to be able to bounce off from there onto the final door. So let's play around here. Now, like I said before, that room in the middle, there's a bell in there, but you can't actually get to it in person. So you face it towards it, it only fires it back out the same way. So we need to send the sound waves around this actual room to hit that ring there. Let's try that out, shall we? Okay, now with this part, I've kind of figured it out now. You had to sort of bounce it around, even though that bell there doesn't go directly to the left bell there. So if we check now, yep, it's able to use Meridian's touch to access that bell and change it. So now we need to just change that one so it goes to the other side of that room that's in the middle. So with this bell in the room here, let's just change that towards the exit, because there's a ring on the exit. So, and then we'll change some other ones. Yep, so this one's pointing into it, that room in the center, which we want to leave there, but this one needs to turn clockwise. And now let's try and ring the bell. And as you can see, it's worked. So let's run up to it and unlock it and go into the next one. Now this bell here, that needs to point to the last bell in the room that points towards the exit. So leave that one there for now, and let's go around to the other side. So we've got another chest here. Grab that, and let's start playing around with these bells. So these two doors here, one there and one there, we need to open those first before we can go through the exit there. Tried to send the sound waves through that portcullis there, but it doesn't work. I'll just show you. As you can see, it didn't light up, so we're going to have to try and send it all the way around the library pretty much, so all as far as this way. So let's turn this one back where it was, so we can send the sound waves down here and point it to the left again as well. Yeah, it's worked. So sometimes it's a lot better to use the bow to fire an arrow at the bell. Just gives you a bit of a head start on trying to run around before it times out. So now let's try and turn this back through this doorway now. So we can move this one again towards the other door. Now let's pop another arrow into the actual bell. And make a break for it. So now that one's gone, we can unlock it. And we're up to the final part of this room. Now with this last section, the only bell that you need to move from here is this first one here. So let's face that towards the one behind us and get that one ringing. Okay, now that that's done, we can unlock it and head back into the main central room. As you look on the left hand side, you can see that we got 7 out of 9 normal chests and we've still got the final treasure chest to go, but this room is for the final treasure chest has just been unlocked. If you've enjoyed this video so far and found it helpful, please like and subscribe. and even share the video with a friend if they need it, if they're going to do this dungeon. Yeah, so with my hesitancy, yeah, I'm a little bit jumpy after doing all of that. Still looking for traps, but there was none in this room. This is the actual final chest, as stipulated on the left hand side there. So as soon as we loot that, it basically completes the dungeon, as the other 9 chests are actually just optional chests. It comes up there with the icon to leave the dungeon. But for the purpose of this video, we're still going to try and find those other 2 chests. And as a reward, 2 medicinal tails, which are useful for sure for boosting your pots. And of course a longsword as well. So we need to find another room where there's a golden zeng that you can see from the center hub. It's basically right next to the room with the spikes on the floor. So let's try and find that one. So now we're coming from the room with the spikes on the floor. There's the golden zeng and a chest on the right. So there we go. And now we need to basically ring the golden zeng. It's just there, and open up that door. So now we open this door, jump down. There's a room that's submerged in water. So we need to ring that bell that's down there and then open that portcullis. So I kind of did it the cheats way by sort of hugging the walls while I'm in there to get the weapon out. But you're supposed to basically dive down in the water underneath and get into a room that's under this one here. But yeah, hug the wall and get the weapon out and strike the bell from there. So in this room, we've got a chest that's actually in the water, and we can redirect that bell towards the door, and there's a lever to the right. But let's dive down, collect the chest, and that's basically completing everything that's in the actual dungeon. But for the sake of the video and completing this room, in case you did it a different way, let's try from here. So now we pop the lever, drain the water, turn that targeted zeng straight towards the exit, and then ring the bell. And now opening this door, it leads back to the main hub. So from there, and this door just leads you back to the spike trap room. So no point going back there, we've done that room. And if you want to leave this dungeon from here, just head back towards where that final chest was. There's a teleporter that spawns there anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share it with a friend. Let's check out the location on the map just to see where we are. Jadewood Court, just south of Kaifeng City. So thank you. Bye.